So, hello students and welcome to today's class. Today I will be explaining you the second chapter from your literature book, The White Elephant. The White Elephant is a short story, a short and interesting story by the famous author Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is very popular amongst children. We have a lot of books of Ruskin Bond in our library too. And they are interesting because they are written in simple language and they're short stories. Okay, so here, this is a story about a white elephant. Students, most of you have seen elephants. What is the color of an elephant? We have seen gray color elephants only. Okay, but this is a special elephant here. That is a white colored elephant. That is very rare to see. Okay, so there was once a white elephant, a rare white elephant, and he lived in a forest along with his herd. What is a herd of elephants? A group of elephants is called a herd of elephants. Okay, so he used to live with the herd of elephants in the forest and his mother. But unfortunately, and very sad, it was that his mother was very old and she was also blind. She could not see. So she was fully dependent on her son, the white elephant, for bringing her food and water. Every day, the white elephant used to bring her nice fruits and fresh water for his mother. But he used to get angry when he used to see that the other members of the herd, they used to steal. Okay, they used to take away the fruits which he brought for his mother. He used to get very angry. And one day he told his mother that we will not live with this herd anymore. We will not live with them. We will go and live in a cave which I have found for ourselves. So let us go and stay there so that we can live happily. Mother agreed to that, and they both went away and started living in that cave. And they were very happy over there. But one day, one evening, when both of them, mother and son, were sitting near their cave, they heard loud noises of a human being. Okay, somebody who was crying for help, who was shouting for help, help, help. Okay, now White Elephant was very worried, and the mother elephant said that sound, it sounds like a human being. White Elephant said that I should go and check what is the problem with that man. But the mother warns him. She tells him, don't go and no need to help a human being. I am very old and I have a lot of experience in my life. I have seen many human beings and I know that human beings are not good. Why does she think so? Because she feels that he must be a hunter. And human beings, they go in the jungle, they capture the animals or they kill them for their fun. Have you heard no about hunters? Okay, so mother elephant stopped the white elephant that you should not go and help anyone. Human beings are not good. Even if you help them, they will always betray you, they will do bad to you, they will hurt you. But white elephant did not listen to his mother. He was very kind hearted animal. Okay, he was very worried. He thought that I should go and help. When somebody needs help, I should go and help him. So he ran towards that voice. And when he reached there, he saw that it was a forester. Forester means a person who roams in the forest. Okay, so it was a forester. And he asked him, what happened to you? Why are you shouting for help? Are you in some difficulty? That man, Forrester said, yes, I have been left in this forest alone and I have lost the way. I cannot find my way back to the city. I have come from Banaras, a city called Banaras, but I cannot find my way back home. I've been roaming in this jungle since 7 days and I am feeling very hungry, very weak. So please help me. The white elephant very gladly he told him to sit on its back, and he carried him out of the jungle, and he left him on the outskirts of the jungle. Okay, he left it on the outskirts. What are the outskirts? The bordering area, the place where the forest is ending and the city is starting. So he left him over there. But you know what happened? The forester was not a good man. He was very, very cunning, and he was very greedy. Okay, when the white elephant was taking him out of the jungle, what did he do? He started noting the landmarks. Landmarks, the important places in the jungle, that okay, now here a mango tree is coming. From here we have to turn left. Okay, now this place there is a
Ma'am,
pond. Uh, so we should not, I should take a right turn from here. So he marked the important places in the forest, and so that he could find his way again back in the jungle. If he wanted, he could easily now go back to that place. Okay, and why he was doing that? Because he was thinking that the king of our kingdom is a very rich man, and this elephant is very rare, very uncommon. If I gift this elephant to the king, what will happen? The king will be very happy. And what will he do if he's happy? He will give me a lot of money. He will give me a good reward. Okay, so he was very greedy, and he said he went to the king and told him about the white elephant. He said to the king that I have seen a very nice white elephant for you, and I can bring him for you. Okay. The king was very happy on hearing this. He liked to keep elephants. All kings have got lots of animals, no, with them. So the king was also very happy, and he wanted to keep a nice white rare elephant with him. So he told the forester to take some of his trainers along with him. Who are the trainers who train the different animals? Okay. So the forester took those trainers, and he reached the jungle. He reached the forest quickly because he knew the way now. He had marked the important places. So he reached the forest at the place where the white elephant was there. Okay. As soon as the white elephant saw him along with the trainers, he understood what his intention was, and he understood that my mother was right, that human beings are not good, and this man has come to capture me. So he tried to run away, but the trainers and the forester captured him, and they took him away to the king. When the king received the white elephant, he was very happy, and the white elephant became his favorite animal. He kept in his shed, and he was very, very fond of him. Everywhere, wherever he went, he would ride on the white elephant only now. That was became his favorite pet animal. Okay, so every day he used to go on that elephant for a ride. But in the behind in the forest, when mother elephant waited for her son to come back, but when she waited and waited, but he did not come the night also, and the next day also, she realized that he must have been captured, that somebody must have, some human being must have captured my son. And she was very sad now. Why she was sad? Because she had lost her son. And secondly, she was also old and blind. So she was worried now, how will I get food and water? Who will bring me food? Who will bring me water? And on the other hand, the elephant who was there in the palace, the king used to give him very nice things to eat. Okay, the king's men used to provide good food for him, and they kept him in a beautiful shed. But he was missing his mother. He was worried for his mother. He was worried that what will happen to my mother? Who will take care of her? And he was very sad. Okay, and he started becoming weak. One day, the king's men they came and told him that the white elephant is not eating anything. He is becoming very weak. So the king went up to him and he asked him, See how dull you have become, and you have become so weak. Why are you not eating food? Don't you like the food that we give you? I'm giving you every nice things to eat, and if you want something else, I can give you that also. So, what do you want? Why are you so sad? The white elephant tells the king about his old mother, and he says that how can I eat food over here when my mother is starving alone over there in the jungle. She has nobody to bring her food. The king was a very nice person, though the forester was a greedy man. Yes, you all know now that about the forester, but the king was a very kind hearted person and he was a very noble man. He understood what the white elephant said and he realized his mistake that he has kept an animal in his captivity. And he immediately ordered his men to release the white elephant. He said to the white elephant, I'm very sorry for keeping you. You please go to your mother. The white elephant was very happy on hearing this. He thanked the king and he ran off very fast to the jungle to his mother. When he reached the forest, his mother told him, see, I had warned you, no? Human beings are not good creatures. So always now stay away from them. But what does the elephant say to her? He says that there is not only bad things in this world. We should be positive. There are some good people also, like the king. If the king was not good, I would have always been over there. I would never be able to come back. मैं कभी भी वापस नहीं आ सकता because the king was a nice person. So there might be some bad people in this world, but still there are many people who are good also. So we should always have trust in them also. So students, this is the small story about the white elephant. The author here teaches us that we should not lose hope and we should be kind hearted. If we are good, then there will be goodness all around us. Okay, and we should not feel that okay, he is bad, so I should not help him. We should always be good. Okay, so now let us read this chapter. Read along with me. Keep a pencil with you in your hand. Note down the difficult words. All right, okay, and see the correct pronunciation of each word and read with me. Long ago, a great herd of elephants lived in a forest near the Himalaya mountains. The finest elephant in the tribe was a rare white animal. Okay, he was rare. What do you mean by rare? What do you mean by rare? Uncommon, something which is unique, okay, which is not common. So, unfortunately, the mother of this elephant was old and blind. She could not see. Although her son gathered sweet wild fruits for her every day, he was often angry. Why was he angry? To find that the other elephants had stolen his mother's food. Mother, he said, it would be better if you and I were to go and live alone in a distant cave I have discovered. The mother elephant agreed, and for a time, the two of them lived happily in a peaceful spot near a glade of wild fruit trees. What is a glade? An open place in a forest. Okay, a little bit of space was there where many fruit trees were growing. Until one evening, they heard loud cries coming from the great forest. That is the voice of a man in distress. What is distress? Distress is somebody who's in a great difficulty, who's in an extreme dangerous situation. You can see the meaning here also. It is given extreme danger that needs urgent help. So someone who is having a very difficult situation and he wants help. Said the white elephant, I must go and see if I can help him. What does the mother say now? Do not go, my son, said his mother. I am old and blind, but I know the ways of human beings towards us. Okay, many times you also must have heard that human beings go into the forest, they hunt the animals, they kill them, or they capture them for their benefit. So mother elephant warns him that human beings are not good. Your goodness will be rewarded by treachery. Read it again. Treachery. What is treachery? An act of willful betrayal. Now, betrayal, किसी को धोखा देना, okay? When somebody is doing good to you, but in return you do something bad. So that is called treachery. Okay. But the white elephant could not bear to think of anyone in trouble, and he hurried down to the lake in the direction of the cries, where he discovered a man who was a forester. Kind-hearted animal he was, white elephant, and he couldn't bear that somebody's crying for help and I'm not going to help. Okay, don't fear me, stranger, he said. Tell me how I can help you. See, you can see in the picture, the forester is sitting on the white elephant. The white elephant is carrying him on his back and going to leave him on the outskirts. The forester told the white elephant that he had been lost for 7 days and nights and could not find his way back to Benares, where he lived. Climb on my back, said the elephant cheerfully, cheerfully, happily, and I will carry you home. The elephant carried the man swiftly. What is swiftly? Quickly. Okay, through the forest until they reached open country. Then he left him on the outskirts of the city before returning to his cave. What is the meaning of outskirts? I had told you before also. Outskirts, the boundary area of the forest as well as city, where the forest is ending and the city is going to begin. Okay, so the forester was a greedy and cunning man. He was very greedy and very cunning. Cunning means very clever, someone who thinks only of his own benefit. Okay, he knew that the king's favorite elephant had died. The king would reward me richly, thought the man, if I capture this fine animal for him. He thought the king will be very happy to get a rare animal, and so he will give me lot of money, lot of reward. He straightway asked for a royal audience. What is the meaning of this line? He straightway asked for a royal audience. He took permission from the guards to meet the king. Okay, immediately he first of all he went to meet the king. The king was delighted, very happy. The king was delighted when he heard the description of the white elephant. I would love to possess such a fine creature. Go back to the forest with a band of my most skillful trainers, and if they succeed in capturing this rare elephant, you shall be well rewarded. So the king told him to take his trainers along with him and capture him. The forester had cunningly noted landmarks while riding back to Benares, and so he knew the way now, na? Because he had marked the important places. So now he knew how to reach the inside of the forest and go near the elephant. He means to lead the way. Okay, he was in the front, and behind him the trainers were going. He led the trainers to the lake where the white elephant was gathering bamboo stems for his mother's evening meal. When the elephant saw the forester with the band of trainers, he knew he had been betrayed. Betrayed, deceived. Again, we had done this word before also, treachery, betrayed. When somebody does bad to you, so he knew कि मेरे साथ धोखा हुआ है. He has lost my trust. उसने मेरे साथ, he is going to come and capture me. Though I helped him, but now he is going to capture me. He tried to escape, but the trainers pursued him. What is pursued? Followed him. Okay, he ran behind him. The trainers pursued him and soon succeeded in capturing him. Then they led him through the forest and entered Benares in triumph. Triumph is victory. Okay, when you win, that is triumph. The poor mother elephant, waiting for her son to return, felt certain that he had been captured. When his mother waited for him for some time, but she realized now that he has been captured. What shall I do without him? She cried. Who will bring me food and lead me to the lotus lake for water? The heart of her son was equally heavy. What will she do without me? He thought. If only I had listened to her advice. So both were sad, the mother as well as the son. In spite of his unhappy look, the elephant found favor with the king, who declared he would ride no other animal. The white elephant became his favorite, the king's favorite, and he would not ride on any other animal now. The elephant's stable was richly decorated in his honor, and the king rode him in state through the city. But a few days later, the trainers came to the king in great distress, saying, Your Majesty, the white elephant is very sick and will not eat anything. The king hurried to the stable, and when he saw the elephant's look of despair when you are becoming hopeless, when you have lost all hope, okay, when you are very sad, that is a look of despair. He said, Good animal, how you have changed. Why do you refuse to eat? Anything you wish will be granted to you. Great king, answered the elephant mournfully. Mournfully means very sadly, in a very sad voice. All I desire is to return to my poor blind mother in the forest. For while she is alone and starving, how can I eat? He said that I only want to go back to my mother. When my mother is starving, she is without food. I cannot stay here and eat nice things, no? So I want to go back to her. Now the king was a good king, and although he badly wanted the elephant for himself, he said at once, Noble animal, your goodness puts mankind to shame. Why he said this line? Because the white elephant was good, but human beings, mankind means human beings. Why we are ashamed? Because a human being has done bad to you. We have captured you and kept you in return of your goodness. I give you your freedom to return to your mother at once. The elephant thanked the king with a loud trumpeting. What is trumpeting? The sound which the elephant makes. And left the city and went crashing back through the forest. When he reached the cave, he found to his joy that his mother was still alive, but she had become very weak. Ah, my son, she said when he told her his story. You should have listened to me. Human beings have always brought harm to our race. So mother tells him that, see, you should have followed my advice. Na? Human beings have always harmed us. Not all of them, mother, he said triumphantly, winningly, in a winning tone. The king is noble and generous, or I should still be in captivity. I would still be in his stable, no, if he would not have given me freedom. Let's forget the treachery of the forester and think only of the king's goodness. So let us just forget the bad thing that the forester had done and try to remember that there is still goodness. Something good has also happened. So forget the negative and be positive. We should be spreading positive around us. So this is what the author is trying to tell us through the small interesting story. And so this is what he's trying to tell us, that we should be positive, we should be good and kind-hearted. So if we are good, the world around us will also be good.